We should be live anyway.
Are you sure? But
Yeah, let me check.
oh, what the fuck? Trying to turn into this. I'm trying to tune in into this the damn stream, and a fucking ad just shows up. Peon, I didn't know you did this.
Hey, shut the fuck up, okay?
Now, what in the fuck is going on here?
Peon, why the fuck would you run ads? I didn't know. I thought this was a non-profit
I'm not
organization.
running ads.
Only minutes to go before the perk
Okay, it's
sirens
over.
start blaring.
All right, whatever.
Alright, are we live?
Yeah, I think we're live.
Oh, we're live, okay.
They're saying it's live, yeah.
Alright. Okay, hey guys. Thanks for coming along to this crappy tournament here.
Hey, folks, how you doing? Thanks
Yeah.
for coming by.
There's one person who didn't check in. I'm sorry, but you're gone.
Hey, Peon, you don't gotta kill the man like that. I mean, he's probably got more important business, you know.
Yeah. Anyway, we should introduce ourselves. As I do a bit of the back end. So,
All right, Peon, introduce yourself as, just introduce yourself. It's like the casting couch, all right? You gotta say some stuff about yourself.
yeah. So, I'm Peon too, and I was one of the finalists of the Cannes tournament last year. So that's a bit behind why I'm doing this. Going ahead and doing this. Go ahead.
Do you have any special skills or talents?
I'm pretty good at losing, but past that.
Oh.
Okay.
Mineotar, scuba diver, instructor. Why don't you introduce yourself?
Yes, hello, Mineotar here. I do not like this game. I have officially not played this game in over a month. I was
Officially.
a finalist in the Cannes Cup. Peon is lying piece of shit.
Officially. I didn't play.
Officially.
Officially. Okay.
Well, technically, if I were to glance over towards the folder where the fucking Fightcade is, then maybe that counts as me playing the game. I don't know.
You told me it was in the rubbish bin folder. But anyway.
Was it?
And showed.
Well, it should be, but I was thinking of playing Gara with Dirkop sometime, so I kept it around, though.
Yeah. Anyway.
Dear God.
Showed yourself.
Hey, how you doing? How you folks doing? This is Eat That Pussy 445, and I'm here to commentate this shitty tournament.
Yeah. Alright. So I'm after opening the tournament. I'll just run through the rules quickly. So everyone is welcome naturally. And we didn't even fill up the total amount, so that's fine. Everything is allowed unless it's some, crappy glitch that makes it not fun to play the game. We all want to have fun playing the game. Usually anyway. No Kakyoins. So if you see anyone playing Kakyoin, just report them.
Throw them into the garbage bin.
Yeah, exactly.
Are they gonna
play
Peon,
pressure?
Peon,
Don't
if
fucking watch Japanese
somebody's
matches
playing
of Kak
Kakyoin,
until the
are you
fucking
gonna send
eyeballs
them to the
bleed.
Shadow Realm?
Huh?
Are you gonna send the folks that play Kakyoin to the Shadow Realm?
Yeah, I am.
No, they
Okay.
get worse than the Shadow Realm.
Oh yeah, and everyone, you have to play Khan in losers bracket. So even if you make it to grand finals and you're in losers, you have to play Khan in grand finals. And then if you somehow beat your opponent in grand finals as Khan, then they go to losers as well. So they're playing Khan as well. Okay? So if you're in losers, you're playing Khan. Simple as that. Anyone who breaks the rules, they'll get kicked out. So I'd say we're about ready to start. So
Yeah, let's get ready to watch some match.
yeah.
Hopefully there are gonna be some good matches.
Yeah. So I don't know about you guys, but I think I want to see Epic Xbox Gamer 2009 versus Lightspeed Lucas. That sounds pretty good.
Oh
to me.
yes, the classic 8-2 matchup. Yes.
classic.
Listen,
8-2 with
listen.
8
If we're gonna
frames.
watch anyone,
Oh no way,
gotta
right?
watch-
Lucas can't
we gotta
fucking
watch,
play keg.
uh,
Oh, that's right.
wait, Bian. If we're gonna watch someone, we have to watch Poopy McDuck.
You want to watch Poopy McDuck?
Yo, I got
Yes,
You know what? I
see
wanna
Poopy
watch
McDuck
Poopy
in like
McDuck.
years, and
We
then
need
that
to
man,
see
he
Poopy
better
and see.
become the best Alessi of all time.
Yeah. All right.
The jumping sea.
One more. Minotaur, pick
What
one.
about that? What about that big brain Polnareff, Gary?
Gary.
Well, you
Yeah,
want to watch
Gary
fucking?
versus. All right.
Oh,
yeah, let's-
you want to do that?
let's
You want to
boy.
watch American Paul versus Greek Paul? Okay then.
Okay. Yeah. So We'll watch Vag Plus, Xbox Gamer, and Poopy McDuck. Everyone else, just go ahead and play.
Wow. Okay.
We'll start with Lucas. I don't know what your fucking name is on Fightcade, but
His name is probably something stupid.
it's probably something stupid. But just play him. You know who you are. All right. We're gonna
Now,
watch
how is
this.
Lucas going to survive without his best character? Best.
How is Lucas gonna
unquote.
advance if he doesn't have the Street Fighter 2 Fei Long tech?
Okay, listen. You
How
know-
exactly is Lucas gonna win without full screen sweep and
just get in the mind of Lucas, right? Now his primary tools for playing the game is air dash into grab, right? You know who else can do that? New Kakyoin. He's just
Oh,
It's
you know
the
what?
same
You're
character
right.
to him.
But you know,
It's the
but
exact
New
same.
Kek also requires this thing. We call it skill. Generally, a lot of people don't have that.
you don't see that much in this game, but
Listen, all right. If you're gonna have skill, you gotta buy it. All right.
yeah. Where the fuck is the
No doubt about that shit, man.
play, lads?
Wait, is he not playing?
Yeah, we're looking
Well,
for
first we have to find Lucas amid this C bullshit.
yeah, Lucas. I hope he's listening to the stream.
Well,
If
we
he's
have
not,
to
he's about
check
to get
clearly.
fucking
We have
banned.
to check all the Brazilians in the lobby.
He's about. There's gonna be a lot of them.
Okay, let's just look for the name that sounds like the stupidest, most retarded name, and that's probably gonna be Lucas.
Well, realistically speaking, if it has something to do with Mega Man or some kind of, something to do with Lucas as Lucas, then it's probably him.
All right, let's see here. Let's see.
It could be Naito. I think I've seen him.
No, it's
stinking
not
up the
Naito.
lobby.
It's not Naito.
No.
Hmm.
Literally.
It could be Radil.
Lucas, you have 2 minutes to show yourself before you're kicked out.
Can you ban him from the chat?
Probably.
Nah, I would not be surprised if Lucas did this just to fuck with us.
Well, you know what? He asked me to delay this tournament by an hour and a half so he could join. So, I was a little surprised when I see him turned up in the brackets despite saying he couldn't make it.
Ian, I think we should have like a coin flip to decide Lucas's fate in this tournament.
Alright, so heads, he's kicked out, and tails, he's kicked out. Okay, I'm gonna flip
All right,
a
let me
coin.
get my coin. Let me get my coin.
Grab your coin.
All right, it's a quarter.
A quarter,
got it.
Right, flip it.
All right. Here we go. Okay, landed on tails.
Alright. Sorry, Lucas, but you're gone.
Wow, Lucas is dead. What a sad day this is.
Did Lucas
Pion,
just
Pion,
fucking die?
can we get some sad music for Lucas?
Sad music.
You're gonna need a whole fucking requiem for that poor boy.
No, man, hold on. Let me send you something that would be good. That would fit Lucas.
We're gonna move on ahead, so I want to see Fag Plus versus Gary Butternubs. Now
Fuck! I
these
can't
guys
find
look
it. Never mind.
Well, this is sure
Okay.
to be interesting.
So
And by interesting,
yeah.
I mean it's going to be a lot of shooting stars and a lot of drop combos and a lot of painful bullshit.
Yeah, you see, I know
Let me see.
Vag Plus knows how to play this game. It's just that he's not always online as often as other people. And we've seen Gary Butternose.
He's always busy,
play.
all right? He's a Greek guy. He's always
Yeah,
busy.
he's a busy guy. He's stuff
Now,
to do.
shoutouts to my man Vag Plus, who used to find me in the lobby and play me for 3 straight fucking hours and bleed my soul dry.
Yeah, oof. Alright, they're playing.
All right, vamos a ver.
I mean, those were good matches and all, but after 3 hours, you realize that too much JoJo is it's just not healthy.
It's not good for you.
Not a good idea by any stretch of the imagination.
Okay.
Okay, we got a
You know what?
Seraph Porno, right?
This is really a matchup you don't see. Because there aren't really many people dopey enough to play Coleman in Fightcade. But we got 2 dope here, so it's a rare opportunity to study 2 retards. throwing
Well, you know,
shooting stars
Vag
to the-
Plus, I think, has a pretty decent concept on how to play the character in general, while Gary here is a shooting star monkey that gets combos relatively frequently enough to be a legitimate threat if you get fucking hit by shooting star.
Hey,
Now,
well,
naturally,
Gary just
as
took
we all
that
know,
round.
nobody on Fightcade knows how to fucking block shooting star, so he's automatically in a very good position.
This may be the age of Polnareff that we're living in.
You think it's
Now,
gonna
that's
be the age of
Splooge in the
Coleman?
fucking comments. Yeah, hi Splooge. How you doing? Still retired? That's good. That's very good.
Mineotar, when are you gonna return to the game? You know, when are you gonna come back to the server?
You know, that's a good question. I think you can find the answer if you look at the sky hard enough. I'm sure
If you
it's somewhere
look
in the
your heart-
constellations.
It's somewhere in the constellations.
Yeah, don't worry. It's somewhere in Ursa Major or something like say.
It's out there.
The truth is out there.
Now, I don't know how Vag Plus intended to win the match with whatever the fuck he was trying there. But
You see,
being
he
in
was
remote
just
mode
warming up.
while
He was
Chariot
trying
is
to be
looming
nice to
directly above your head, not a good idea.
Oh yeah, and I didn't mention it, but it's also first to 3, like the weeklies, the standard set length. That should be all.
So everything's first to 3, including grand finals, or grand finals is
Or
first to 5.
sorry, best to 3, not first to 3.
Yeah, but best of 3, that's what I meant.
We'll see how tired I am come round 1.
Now, you
Ian,
see,
what
Vag
time-
Plus here has made a very good decision, and that's choosing the start color. Clearly, he's going to win this match.
Yeah, it gave him extra power. He's got that green hair going on. Green hair.
Now, you see, green hair is a sign of talent, because you see, SQ also uses green hair Paul, and I don't think his Paul has ever fucking lost a match. So,
Say green hair makes the best weapon.
that's what they say, but naturally, that's the old Minotaur. This is the new Minotaur,
Oh, the
who
new
just wants to
Minotaur.
die in general.
So this is Minotaur Requiem.
Yeah.
Well, that implies there's some kind of like difference, or there's some kind of meaningful difference.
This is very fast. This is
Either
too
way,
old
though, I
to
see the
do
Vag Plus has entered fucking crazy mode here and is absolutely
boys are
ass
not
ravaged
playing
Gary's shooting star playstyle.
Okay,
Dear God.
this is Super Saiyan Gary versus Vag plus Requiem. I'm gonna see if their jump Bs and their 2Cs can beat each other. Because it's, you know, it's very rare for a top tier to meet another character who has moves as good as them, and they have to actually turn on their monkey brain and figure out what to do in neutral. Rather than
Well, you know, that's the thing. I say Vag has this in the bag simply because he knows neutral. You know, Gary
Yeah.
here knows neutral about in the same way that Ponty knows neutral, or anyone who's just focused on doing combos and nothing else. Now, the combos are cool. I
don't need
personally have
neutral
gotten
to
comboed by Gary in the past, but this is just terrible. Now, for example, this tandem looping, this is just straight up wrong.
Well, I said everything's allowed. Sorry, guys.
Well, everything is allowed, but that don't mean it's not gay as shit, son.
Yeah, I played.
Peon, Peon, I gotta ask you something. If somebody does the time stop glitch combo, is that allowed?
Yeah. It doesn't crash the game, and it doesn't stop them from like playing the game properly. So.
Now, Gary, he also was very late with his GC, which is not good since he was just taking chip throughout that whole stupid-ass tandem. On the other hand, this man's not blocking shooting star at all.
Why is he doing remote so much? He's not properly confirming it. Alright.
Now, I mean, Vag's pressure in general neutral is good, but this is looking pretty terrible for him.
Bag is clearly a has-been.
And that was a poor decision. Simply because, I mean, he saw that his opponent was just standing there, so GC was inevitable.
Yeah.
I mean, Paul's GC isn't that good, but it's decent enough to finish a game.
Yeah, it's alright. Okay.
And don't worry, Vang. Plus, I don't mean anything. I don't mean anything. Offensive to you. I mean, you're still a cool guy. Okay, we're still good, right? You're still gonna give me my regular payments, right?
Alright. So we're moving on to the third game. Round 1. I don't know, memes versus Poopy McDuck.
Yes.
What a
Yes.
name.
Now we're about to see what true gameplay looks like.
This is what great gameplay should be. I am going in here looking to get inspired.
This is what should have happened. You know, why didn't they invite Poopy McDuck to the best of the best tournament? And he's not playing.
Yeah. Okay, they're playing now. Oh, we're getting... Oh. That's immediately what I want to see.
Now, is this actually?
Now this is high octane action. As two barbers go at each other.
Now, I gotta admit, I thought I would see many things today, but this is not one of them.
Barbers go at each other.
Oh God, the connection.
Yeah.
Now, I wonder who is to blame for this. I'm going to go off on a limb and say it's the guy with memes in his name, since clearly the name alone suggests he has nothing quality to offer any of us.
But what about Poopy McDuck? What about his name?
Poopy McDuck, how dare you? How dare you, my friend? Poopy McDuck has the best connection out of anyone I've ever seen from the United States of America.
Now, I'll tell you what's very strange in the Khan versus Khan game, right? Or whatever you want to call it. That's pretty strange. But other than that, Khan has really, really shit moves.
Oh, dude.
So you have to be very careful and neutral with what you throw out, because you know you'll get punished. But when you're a shitty new player, you don't know that. And in a Khan ditto, you just throw out those shitty moves anyway. But the problem is Khan is so bad at punishing, he can't punish Khan. So they get away with doing bad shit, but it works anyway. Because Khan is so bad.
Half of the time when I fight someone stupid enough to try Khan, thinking he can just win without even trying,
Yeah.
they generally catch me with 90% of the stupid shit they do.
Yeah.
It's like they're so brain that you're confused as what to do.
That's the issue. For example, like, I've always had it the hardest against people who have absolutely no idea what the fuck they're doing.
Like Derko.
Well, the Derkop, you see, has ascended past the general idea of non-conformity and randomness. He has gone into his own plane, in which he rules and no one else.
Listen, alright, you cannot insult Derko. I just put you in your place 1, 2, 3, alright?
Son, I'm not insulting him, I'm stating the man's title. He is the god, the supreme ruler of this universe.
Is there anyone above in the power scale above Derko?
Well, you have to take into account there are two kinds of people. There's the person who knows his place, and the person who must be taught his place. And indeed, the only person who knows his place is Durko. And he teaches everyone else what their place is. Is that... Is that... So, basically, he's actually doing us all a favor. Because once one is put in his place by Durko, he gets to join him in Valhalla, you see.
So their Kobe is basically our savior.
Yeah.
Well, so he claims, and so I am inclined to believe.
You see, there's two
Mineotar, are you like his like apostle?
Apostle? Well, that implies I am the sort of person who would agree with him, you know. But no, actually, we're rivals, as he always liked to put it.
Your rivals.
That is how he says it. Yes.
Can you match up to him?
Can I? That's a good question. You know, it's pretty difficult to say.
Oh, holy shit, Peon, look at the views. Why the fuck are more than 20 people watching this bullshit?
Yeah, why are there more viewers than there are people in this tournament? Something's fishy.
This is more than the Con Cup.
Listen, Joe, you need to shut up, alright? If you keep talking about this, they're gonna find my view box, and then we're all in trouble.
You know, eventually Khan's are just gonna win this match, and it'll be the best thing.
It'll be the first
Alright,
Khan
I'll
victory
keep my
of the
mouth
night.
shut about that thing.
I hope you fellas know we're gonna see this again in grand finals. There's no way it's not happening.
Well, you know, if we see that, I'm gonna go to bed. I'm just gonna fall asleep on the keyboard right here.
It's better than pissing beside the mic.
You know, though, it kind of does depend on like who gets the grand finals, though. For example, I mean, I can't exactly throw the possibility that good old Russian Jotaro over there is just gonna fucking tandem loop everyone to death.
I don't know means one. Did he? Khan won. Anyway.
Now the question is the greatest achievement in this match that he won with 5C.
So we're moving on to round 2 now, or are we waiting for people to catch up?
Let me see. Yeah. Apparently, Guru and Posen and they haven't played the matches yet.
We may as well watch Guru and Giswardo if we're waiting then.
Yeah, might as well, you know. SDO versus Boingo is a very nice matchup.
What the fuck is this?
So we'll go ahead and watch. We'll go ahead and watch Guru versus Giswardo. I literally said on stream that you're playing Giswardo. He's complaining in the lobby.
Call him a fat cunt, then he'll listen.
Alright.
Good job.
Oh yeah, I was on here earlier and I was posing as Aleph Null. So sorry everyone in here who thought they were getting the real, genuine Irish Aleph Null. But listen, Sploogey, okay? I know that Garo is the only true fighting game on Fightcade, and it's my game, okay?
Peon,
I beat
when
you
are you
free
gonna
in the
stream?
first attempt.
When are you gonna
Sploogey.
stream the greatest game of all time?
Would that be the furry dating sim? I could stream that.
No, I'm talking about Top Fighter 2000.
That would be a pretty good one to stream.
No, it's clear that JoJo's the best fighting game.
JoJo's is fine.
Yeah,
JoJo's isn't balanced, and that's why it's so good, you know.
it's so remembered. Everyone plays JoJo's every day at Evo.
Yeah.
Now this is a wonderful matchup, you see. I'm not sure if I'd say this is slightly in SDO's favor, simply because Alessi is wider than the fucking Empire State Building.
Wider than the Empire State Building.
No, I'm serious. He has the widest fucking hitbox of any
The
character
Empire
in this
State
game. It's
Building is
ridiculous.
Tall, not wide.
It doesn't fucking matter. It's a building.
It's a
It's
little
a good
weird
enough
because
description.
Alessi's short and he has decent pokes, but past that, yeah, he's very wide. Plus, you know, he
I
has
can
a
imagine you
stance
can just 5C most of the shit he tries.
Not when he has his stand
A
on.
lust, a weapon to surpass me here. That's a good comment, crap
Holy
stick.
shit! He almost got that. Nice one, girl.
Though Alessi does have one advantage over SDO in this matchup.
Gun.
Oh, that was a pretty damn cool combo, I gotta say. Those were some sweet links.
When are we gonna see baby SDO?
Anyway, as I was saying, the thing about the matchup is you have to be very careful with when you do knives or laser as SDO, because Alessi can just tandem through that shit and turn you into a little baby and then you're boned.
Oh.
Oh, there he goes.
You're getting to
Oh.
shit.
Oh.
Oh, that was a terrible pistol right there.
Oh, dear God.
Alright, he's switching to Boingo now. So this is when the real match starts.
Yes, here comes the worst character in the game, so to speak.
Wait, didn't SQ say that Black Polnareff was the worst character?
Nah, man, the B-pole's like third worst. That's bad, but it's not point bad.
Hmm.
I mean, unless I missed some update in the past month or so.
Oh my god. Usually when I try and book Guru, it doesn't work, but he seems to. Maybe his nerves are getting to him.
I wonder how bad the connection is for Guru, because we all know Ted doesn't have the best connection, you know?
Yeah, it's improved. It's actually improved a little in like, the past. I love him, man. In the past, like.
How the fuck do you
week
do
or
that?
a bit, I'd say. But it's still not.
Oh, he is absolutely livid. He's going to murder this goddamn Boingo if it's the last thing he does.
Oh, dear God, he's going at it.
This is pretty close.
You know, this.
And we're done here.
This is Gizbardo looking at Guru and saying, regulars aren't tough. Regulars don't mean anything. I can tick grab you.
Yes, SDO. No longer just a scrub killer, he just kills everyone.
He kills. It's brutal. It's brutal. Okay.
It's indiscriminate.
Oh, dear God.
There you are.
Oh, these fucking idiots. They still haven't played Posen and Waddle Kick.
Waddle kick, fucking accept.
Apparently, are they playing right now? I could have sworn I saw them playing right
he
now,
just
but I
said
guess.
good games. Alright,
Oh
thanks.
yeah, they
Thanks
just
for
finished.
finally
Good.
playing, boys. Okay.
That's wonderful. Moving on to round 2.
Yeah,
As
I don't
soon
know
as you
Memes
would.
and Poopy McDuck have not marked their game yet. We saw I don't know Memes win 2-0, didn't we? I'm pretty sure.
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
Yes, we did.
So we
I'm
did.
just gonna do that.
Don't worry, if they're too dumb to change it themselves, then we will change it.
Yeah.
Alright, so who are we gonna watch?
You know, Vag Plus is crying. So we should watch him.
Alright.
Oh wait, no, he's in losers. Never mind. We don't want to watch losers.
We should watch Danny and Jill Sandwich.
Yeah, Danny's here. Give him a watch. Did you know Danny knows how to play Khan? You're gonna play Khan, right, Danny?
Danny still plays this game? I thought he quit back around the third time his spleen got broken.
I thought you quit, but here we are. Okay.
Huh? What? Me? I'm sorry, man.
Right.
Just fucking
one
commentating
game,
and
Chode.
playing the game aren't the same thing, okay?
Pick one.
Listen,
Chode.
Peon, the only reason that Mineotar is even here is because he wants his paycheck.
I mean, it's true. You're paying me for this, right?
Of course, of course.
Now you see there on stream, you can see my good Serbian friend Plopper the Wizard.
Yeah. Okay.
This is all-
We'll watch Danny, and we'll watch one more.
Jill sandwich.
Yeah, one more. Pick one more. And then we'll
All right,
watch
let's see.
the rest from
Mineotar, why don't you pick one?
Well, if we don't want to keep things stale, I guess we can watch Fruits since his first game in the tournament, surely.
Alright, yeah. Fruits, I don't know, me. Danny the Balu, Jill Sandwich. Everyone else can play. We'll go ahead and we'll start with Danny. Alright, so
Peon, did you force, what's his name? Giswara to join against his will?
listen, my will is his will. Okay?
Whoa.
Do you understand?
Yes, I understand.
So all Irish citizens are connected through some neural network.
Yes. Okay, but we're not meant to talk about that. And they're in now.
Well, so be it. You may keep your miserable secrets to the grave.
Hey, Peon, Jiz is telling you to turn up your fucking mic.
I can't turn up my mic. I'm sorry, man.
Are you still using your damn laptop mic?
No. Actually, my laptop mic is like a little higher quality than this mic. But this one picks up less background noise, so I'm using it.
Some of those kinds of mics that those Indian telemarketers use.
Yeah, that's me.
You have more sweet Paul action and around 500 more shooting stars.
This is already the most Paul action we've ever seen in the tournament.
Oh dear lord, the connection already doesn't look too well.
We got a
Doesn't
tandem
care.
confirmed. That's already better than most matches. Can we finish this off? Can we get the super finish? Danny, please. Oh, IPS fucked that up a little, but it's okay.
It's fine. It's fine.
I think it's fair to say that Danny has this in the bag.
Well, you know, I would usually say, you know, maybe he doesn't know the matchup because who in the fuck plays middler, am I right? But this is definitely does not seem like a very hard game for him at all.
You know, I slightly get the feeling that this is an alt. Jill Sandwich is an alt, because if there was ever a name that was going to be an alt, it's Jill Sandwich.
Now, whose alt would it be? Well, what kind of loser, first of all, would make an alt thinking he's special and they get bodied this bad?
Yeah, imagine if they're playing like a different character to their name as well. That'd be pretty embarrassing.
Maybe this is Edge, I don't know.
Well, thanks to the power of Big Dan Bot, we can truly find out who he is.
Oh no, the big damn bot.
But you know, the
I don't
reason
think
I
anyone
think this
wants
is an
that.
Edge is he doesn't jump enough, you know. If this were Edge, he'd have to jump like 500 times.
And he hasn't turned his stand on that. He's recently learned the forbidden technique of middler stand on. He called it his new big brain tactic, turning his stand on. But, I haven't seen any of that from Jill Sandwich.
The stand-on middle has like one good thing, and that's that 2C is like a somewhat decent anti-air. And also her harpoons have fast recovery, I believe.
And their aerials are a little better than his.
Well, I mean,
But I don't
she
know
has
that much.
fucking jump C anyway, and that's
Yeah.
already a ridiculously good aerial anyway.
But he has proper air experience.
To be fair, like most of her shorter combos do involve like going from standoff to stand on when they're like doing okay amount of damage, but you generally don't want to keep the thing on unless you're going for harpoons.
Yeah.
Also, if you're ever unlucky enough to fucking do car super well in stand on, then pray to God your opponent is dumbass or can't punish it.
He's just doing whatever he wants because you know he has this.
Yeah, generally, a lot of people in JoJo's I've noticed like to give up, me included.
That's my favorite place though. Give up. Alright. So we're gonna watch
Alright.
Fruits.
Next up, we got fruits and I don't know memes.
Fruits versus the greatest con of our generation.
Also, Pian, what is the rules for shilling other people's streams in our chat?
Okay, whose stream are you shilling?
Okay, so apparently they're shilling the Melty Blood 20.
Okay. Melty is pretty disgusting, I'll be honest, but as long as it isn't in a bathroom, I'm okay with it. Okay.
Since you were nice enough to mention green hair earlier, Peon, well, actually, the only reason I play Melty is there's like a color scheme for like one of the characters is the exact same the anime girl I was chilling for like fucking months.
That's delicious. Okay.
It's fucked up, I gotta say.
It's been chilled in this chat with like 20 viewers.
Anyways, Mineotar, isn't green the reason you play Toho or whatever the hell that game's called?
Bro, dude, I haven't played Toho in like 2 months, my dude.
I don't know memes and fruits are fucking burring. It's claimed by the way. So it turns out I don't know memes. Doesn't like that in the rubber matchup. Since playing ice.
Well, I can't exactly say it's a good matchup in any way, you know. And again, I don't think any matchup when rubber is involved is good for the person on the receiving end, really. It's like you think you can win, and then you notice he gets up faster than you can even blink.
He has the second fastest wake up. He actually
right behind the bird.
He's actually able to move before his standing animation comes out. Like while he's still partially crouched, he can do stuff. That's how fast he is.
His fucking grab like grabs you out of a jump, doesn't it? That's one.
Yeah. There's a few fun grabs like that. Shadow deals.
And I personally don't even want to mention the whole you know, counter into 50% health for 1 meter.
Yeah, that's fair.
No, but that wouldn't be so bad if, like, generally just rubber's moves are just kind of a piece of shit and they seem to hit you even if they have no real reason to.
Yeah, they're honestly not really that great, but he's able to use
they're not, but they're annoying as shit.
Way that just lets him get stuff off. Anyway, are you guys spectating?
I'm just watching the stream, man.
Fair enough.
I'm pretty sure Mineotar is busy doing it.
What are these insinuations? What, you think I'm performing indecent acts while commentating? That's preposterous.
You're probably playing Toho.
Hey. I suggest you stop with the insinuations, okay?
Okay, well, I'll tell you what, mine. After you left, and after Frog left, the next person with the most Toho knowledge on the server is Sushi McNoodle. And he also claims to hate Toho. So
you gotta be fucking kidding me. What kind of fuck universe is this? Where Splooge is the person with the most knowledge about a series with over 100 goddamn female characters in it.
He's always had hidden knowledge.
Listen, Mineotar, this is the same alternative universe where Lucas has regular.
Yeah, I know, but listen, if Mr. Acute over there, with his CAC can get regular, then I think Acute Light, aka Lucas, should also have it, okay?
He has it.
So, so everything's just fine. So either neither of them have it or they both have it. There's no alternative as far as I'm concerned.
Fruits realized all he needs is better normal to beat him. I don't know.
Now this is actually a pretty wonderful choice. Not because of the matchup, but just because fucking Nukak is the best goddamn character in this game.
Because of the skin?
I really like that man skit.
No, I legitimately think that Nukak has some super stylish shit. It's just unfortunate that it's hard as balls to pull off.
Yeah, could you do the loop for us now, please? I'd like to see
Oh,
Now, usually here I'd complain. The Fruits is basically playing Nukak how you'd play regular Kak, and they just keep your stand on, keep your distance, and act like a fucking dumbass. But it seems to be working, so.
Okay.
oh, he got him.
He got the lag.
It's just a shame it does like fucking no damage.
Yeah.
It's
Dear
cool
God.
super, but like the lack of damage really just fucks over.
Okay, so it seems
Who's he going for? Who's he going for? Dear God. Wait a minute. Hey, what even is the matchup with the Nukak and the Vanilla Ice?
You're gonna have to let me check the chart again. For the,
I'd hazard a
official,
guess
so to speak.
and say new cap versus it's like just subtract one or two new cap games. You probably get new cap.
Nukak generally has pretty decent matchups all around.
Yeah.
According to SQ's newer matchup list, this is a 4-6. So it's in Ice's favor, but it's not terribly in his favor, apparently.
I can see that.
It's but easier. Dear God. Why are you terrible? At 6. This is USA to the UK.
Yeah, Danny says it's played the same as normal CAC games and usually. That makes sense to me.
Well, it definitely is easier since normal CAC is absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah. If that was a cute playing CAC game, that net would have been as such as
Yeah, but I mean that's like all a Q does. It's like net 1, net 2, net 3, and 16 reps.
it's like the count in Sesame Street. It's like 1 net, fucking 16 reps.
1, 2, 3, 16. Well, I kind of doubt that logic, but okay. Does Fruits know? Oh, he tried, but got confused and then didn't do it.
Jack.
Are we gonna see Fruits kick?
But he does know that 6B, 6C is like Nukak's best poke. So
He's figured out his buttons at the very least.
Nukak's buttons aren't as good as regular Keks, simply because he doesn't have S5B, which is like the best anti-air in this entire fucking game. But they do their job decently enough.
He's just a bit more spindly.
It definitely takes a while to get used to his stand-on dash,
Here we are.
since
the
it
big
fucks
break.
over with you're not even just doing overheads and all that, but you like your general movement.
Oh, he went for the shitty.
Is he gonna do it? Ah, Fruits, you madman. What was that?
This is Fruits, folk. He placed second in a weekly. Okay, moving on.
Well, I gotta say though, I think that last super was pretty symbolic. You know,
Yeah.
I think he tried to draw like a grave, like his grave, because he died.
Jizz, hurry up and play your fucking.
Yeah, play guys. Okay. I'll go ahead and say we'll watch losers in round 4 and onwards. But we're gonna watch all the
Alright,
winners.
we'll
matches
spectate
from-
every match.
Yeah, I don't want to spectate too many losers because it's just gonna be Khan dittos. You guys better be playing
Alright,
Khan
alright.
as well. I haven't checked. You know.
Now we're just waiting for Jizz to hurry up and fucking finish his match.
Jizz, shit faster. we're up. I swear to God, if you guys didn't play, if you guys are only starting to play now, I'm gonna fucking bait you.
Anyways, reminder that the grand prize for the winner of this tournament is a profile picture edit, but with a boomer.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good to me. I'd love to have one of those.
I forgot.
This brings me pain.
350 ping.
That's like me to Japan or Australia.
Okay, either they're gonna play this, in this ping no matter what, or we're gonna have to sell this another way.
Alright, well look, if we're just waiting for them to play, we may as well watch the next matchup, which is I Don't Know Memes versus Danny the Balu.
Anyway, speaking of which, Pia, how many people have, as it were, abandoned ship since I have not been present here?
6 people.
It's important people, I suppose.
Okay, now it's 7.
His wife is
Oh,
important.
who's 7?
7 people that ditched.
I see.
You were really the linchpin holding the community together, Minotaur.
Yeah, Minnie. You were like the golden goose.
Yeah.
Yeah, except instead of gold, that was green, and it was torturous.
Greasy. You were the greasy goose.
It was terrible. It was awful.
You played the gimmick.
Oh, great. Now we're down to 18. Quick, Bian.
Yeah.
We got to attract the views again. Put on the Garfield game.
Emergency views. Okay.
Bian, hurry up.
I'm going. Fuck.
Now, who is this? Who is this absolute heathen of a man who is posted both in the Twitch chat and now in the 5K lobby about his preferences and goddamn Toho characters? I will personally wring this man by his goddamn neck.
Okay,
Jill,
guys,
listen,
it's
all right?
okay.
The Garfield car tournament is postponed until the November Steam sale, when I can finally afford it.
Oh yeah, it added online play, didn't it?
All right, good job, Pion. This will get us the views. No, man, I'm just praying that it doesn't slow down the stream again.
Is the stream okay?
Yeah, the stream's all right.
Okay.
It is exceptionally high quality, I gotta say.
Hey, if we need it, I'll be adding more of them. I'll be scaling it up to the fast one.
Hold on. Wait, let me see. I think I got some of the tracks.
I'm just wondering, are they playing? Yeah, the two of them aren't playing. I may as well leave that on in the background to have something to watch. Whoa, he plays Devo.
Yeah, just put it in the middle. Oh, do you got the connection?
Damn,
Wait.
which chat is fucking...
Hold on, isn't Potent from fucking Mexico?
Wait, is he Mexican?
I remember one.
Because I happen to...
No, he isn't.
F3.
Fucking fire.
Because I remember there was a Mexican Devo player.
What was his name?
T-Op. T-Op was
No
his
one
name.
liked him. T-Op, if you're watching this, fuck you, T-Op. Okay?
Well, it's not that no. Well, I was fine with him up until at one point he came in to the Discord and we started going. Yeah, of course people are mad because they lost. No, you fucking loser. Your internet's awful.
Yeah, you literally You fucking said you have the worst internet ever.
I
It's
never
like,
really played him, but I'm pretty sure his internet is most likely awful.
Nah, I played him, and it was horrendous.
Wait, Peon.
Yeah.
I don't think it's
That
fair
was
for you to
since
judge
Twitch
someone's
fucking-
internet connection.
That guy's my
Like,
mate
you're
here.
island.
You wanna send it?
Anyway, in any case, this is a really good matchup for Shadow Dio because you know,
Mostly,
Devo's just
SDO has no problems comboing Dave in basically any situation.
yeah, Devo's just not allowed to do anything. Like, if he turns,
Hey, Peon.
yeah,
Peon, El Barryson can't mark himself as the winner.
he can't mark himself as the winner.
Yeah. It says it's an internal server error. Oh, never
I'll
mind. He
try
just
marking
did.
you then.
He just did. Also, Mineotar.
Oh, you
Full
marked this the
step
winner
up.
now.
What?
What is that? Bling.
What noise? Maybe I was touching the head on the microphone with my finger or something.
Oh.
Yeah, he was touching something alright.
Alright, well, since, what else can I say about this match? Yeah, this is one of the few matchups where in a pure neutral situation, when neither of the characters are just rushing in on each other, it's perfectly viable for SDU to just do random fucking charisma. Just raw charisma, and
Kinda,
it
yeah.
might actually work.
Because you could almost say that in this matchup, the doll is actually a detriment to Devo because if he ever uses the doll in neutral, if Shadow Dio sees that exclamation mark, he can just do his quarter circle forward neutral, and it will just hit it. That'll be free damage. Or you
Yeah,
can book it if he
SDO's
doesn't have the-
236 super is super good against Dave in this matchup,
Yeah.
too, which makes things all the worse for him.
Danny said it's good for SDO unless it's against Cloud.
But listen, Cloud,
It's
Cloud
against
doesn't
Cloud.
count, okay?
That's fair enough. Yeah, and also knives catch the doll as well.
In general, SDO just has really good control over the neutral of this entire match, really.
Yeah.
And has no issues comboing, can still get off his grab
Yeah.
game if necessary. I mean, really. The only issue happens if Dave gets you in a sandwich and then it's
Yeah.
all over.
The
But
only
that applies to basically everyone, though.
like, even if Dave tries to go into remote mode, Shadow Dio can actually carry his loop off the doll all the way over to Devo, even if he gets a stand crash. Just like Chaka can with his B&B.
Yeah, and Dave stand on is very poor against SDO, I think, mostly because it's really easy for SDO to just go into some
Oh my
stupid ass blockchain.
Yeah, exactly. The only sort
I've
of thing
seen
that-
Japanese matches where poor Dave, there you see he gets fucking hit from the
Yeah.
back. I mean, how the fuck?
Yeah. Anyway,
That's where you just don't the damn thing on.
the only sort of point where it's kind of annoying is when Devo's crouching because he has a short hitbox, but you know, you live with that. That's not too bad.
Yes, it's not hard, really.
Okay. We're moving on to I don't know memes. This is Danny the Balu.
Okay, Peon, serious question. Who's Epic Xbox Game of 2009?
That's Beanock.
That's Bnos.
You see,
I thought that would be one guy. Peon, do you remember that one guy that had like the Xbox Live avatar as like his profile picture?
no.
This one guy, he was called Epic Peter Funny, 172.
I remember that guy, actually. I specifically remember you, Chode, taking his avatar, I believe, at some point.
Yeah,
Alright,
I did.
fine.
I was
Yeah,
trying
it
to
was, It was pretty funny, I gotta say. By funny, I mean, you know.
What do you mean by that?
Well, it was pretty huge.
You know, Mineotar,
Variety of
I'm
characters.
offended that you just insulted my religion.
Well, excuse me, friend. I never meant to be religiously intolerant, okay? Now here we have the majestic Chaka combo. Builds meter, gets knocked down, but does shit for damage.
But it's stylish.
Definitely.
That's the only
Personally,
positive.
I don't really have a problem with Chaka's custom combo. I mean, I know it does pretty poor damage generally, but just the fact that it gets you all that fucking meter, if you, you know, get the follow-up, is, I think that's a good enough reason to just do it the most, since you're basically building resources all the time then.
Ooh, Danny messed up the goatee.
This is apparently one of Chaka's poorest matchups, and I can definitely agree with this being a 3-7. Ice is just relentless, and his normals are just way too dangerous 90% of the time for Chaka to really do much about it.
Yeah, Ice just does not care about neutrals.
I mean, that doesn't mean he can't win, since clearly Danny here is demonstrating that if the Ice is not careful, he is going to absolutely get destroyed.
Whoa, okay.
Dear God.
Yeah, and doing raw 2-3-6 is definitely not being careful.
That was brutal.
That was a nice empty hop into a throw. Very good.
Sakuya is the best Toho. Isn't she meant to
Oh,
be
Danny's playing Chaka.
the Dio ripoff?
Mineotar, you're right there.
What, huh? Fine.
That's really loud, heavy breathing.
Oh, excuse me.
He's back at it again. I mentioned Toho. You know how he gets.
I mean, I don't know why these boys are trying to argue about Toho in the JoJo's tournament. I mean, that's just...
That's just filthy.
I mean, it really is. I mean, come on, man. Just go back to your fucking chili and invest the game.
Go back to your cave.
Do you honestly think they have enough money to afford a cave?
No, I'm not really sure about that.
Now, you see that was a very good hop into custom. And the super finish, but I don't think it's gonna kill him. Oh. Ooh. It's pretty... Oh, man, the stand crash, that could have been fatal if this dude actually knew how to play ice. But he doesn't, so... On the other hand, I mean, really, Danny, you should have murdered that stupid-ass tandem, like, the second it came out. There's also something really weird about Ice's hitbox, like, he's thinner than you think he should be.
Yeah, you see that with a lot of the top tiers. They're pretty skinny.
Yeah, that's really weird. In my experience, though, I think B-Pole is like the skinniest guy. It's fucking stupid as hell.
You think he's this big, towering unit, broad boy, but no.
He's really just a little twink.
The twink guy.
Yeah, what Vag and the Splooch here said, yeah, Rubber and S can get pretty skinny as shit simply because their jump S's contort their hitboxes to the point where they're fucking unrecognizable.
I swear they're fucking circus. The way they twist their body around.
I mean, I don't even know what happens with SDO's sprite when he fucking when he does that. It's like he just goes from SDO into like half the size of SDO. Now this close was gonna end gets fucked by the goddamn dash C. This is what I meant when this matchup is pretty annoying for Chaka. He just gets bum blasted by a lot of Ice's normals, and
He like wiggles out of combos.
yeah, Robert does have a tendency to do that sometimes. That's also what kind of makes him dangerous, because he's so thin, you never know if you're gonna hit him or not, and even if you do hit him, chances are he might have activated a counter and you're going straight to hell.
Banana.
Now this is gonna be a sweet finish, please. Oh, he didn't get the soup. He didn't get the soup.
Ooh. And then he takes
That was pretty good. That was pretty good. I have
Yeah,
to say.
that was a pretty decent match actually.
Okay.
Or maybe I'm just biased because it had Shaka in it.
So now we have Epic Xbox Gamer 2009 versus Giswardo. Now story yesterday I think it was. I was playing Epic Xbox Gamer, and he tandem looped me. Okay. So
Let me guess with Jotaro.
with Jotaro, of course.
So it's pretty terrible, really. I mean,
So,
can you imagine tandem looping and thinking you're good at the game? That's terrible.
So just immediately, Shadow Dio versus Jotaro is never fun to play.
Absolutely.
But when
Generally,
you add
fighting
in,
Jot is not fun unless you're playing someone high, like that's better than him, so that you can booty blast some of his norm. But even
Yeah.
then, it's hard.
But tandem looping is allowed.
Oh boy,
So
this is not gonna be
we're
fun.
just gonna have to see if he has mercy, if he's feeling merciful, and he decides.
The thing about this matchup is that Jotaro is an active stand character, which means he automatically has an advantage over SDO by virtue of being able to tandem through a lot of his bullshit.
Yeah, his stand on 214A is also very good. Like you literally can't use laser because it reaches that far. It will reach about as far as the range you want to be using laser at. So it will catch you.
I wonder
in
how bad
like-
it connects.
And very basically impossible to zone unless you're playing CAC or maybe Abdol. Mostly because Starbreaker just about fucks up everything you want to try. And if you're not careful, he can just dash C into BNB and you're boned.
Yeah. Oh, Ted, you have to
Now here is a classic mistake of being so afraid of Jot's pressure and block strings that you decide to roll as the character with the slowest roll in the game.
That was a sneaky oath, but it did not work out.
Dear God, I can't imagine how bad the connection is right now.
That's all on the Irishman over here. Now,
Oh,
SQ's new shot puts this at like a 3-7 for SDO, which is perfectly rational, I'd say.
Peon, we're losing viewers.
Oh shit.
We're down to 12.
Oh fuck. Okay.
You know, I have a suggestion how we may increase our viewership.
How?
Well, first, you take that abominable creature off the goddamn right about now.
Oh, she looks pretty cute though, doesn't she?
Stop.
Isn't she underage?
I am not going to argue with you. I'm not bargaining with you. I am giving you an order, and the order is to take that damn thing out of here.
What's her name line there? Do you know?
Oi, Piat, this is not the time for this. We are watching JoJo's tournament, okay?
Joe Tard
This is
definitely
a
hit him with
Toho
S5.
stream, alright?
Shadow Dio literally can't do his cross-up, or else he gets hit by S5A. It
Oh,
happens-
it's time for the tandem loop. Oh no. You see, this is what happens when you do that 3 times instead of twice, you
Yeah.
fucking loser. Yeah, IPS murdered. Oh, but
He
that
didn't
is
even need
perfect.
the tandem move. He just looked at it and he said, I don't need
Ooh.
it. I have the perfect.
Ooh, perfect.
Oh, that. See, that would have been game if he carried the...
Oh, now you see, now Giswado's getting back
Hold
for
up.
that tandem loop and bullshit. Huh?
He is showing that Shadow Dio can definitely tangle with Jotaro in terms of damage. But it's just that little bit
Definitely.
harder to get your confirmed.
Now, what I wonder personally is why did SQ's old chart put this as a 5-5?
Maybe because Shadow Dio's guard cancel is so good.
Well, I mean, STO definitely does have some good shit going for him, but in terms of like fighting Jotaro, I just don't really think he stands much of a chance against the various things Jo has in terms of defensive options.
And zoning.
Yeah, but
Well,
you think about
okay,
it,
I mean, you can't exactly zone an active stand user with SDO since knives and fucking laser are so slow sometimes that at mid or even long range you can just tandem through them.
Yeah.
Listen,
So I mean,
right?
knives sometimes actually catch people if they try to tandem from long range, but still.
Well.
Now listen,
it's not
if your
gonna catch
opponent
you
is
if
a,
they're
is a dummy, it's possible,
dumb. Well, yeah.
right?
Well,
Yeah.
if they're dumb, sure.
If they're dumb, he can
See?
do the command grab.
Are you implying that Jotaros are dumb? That's
You
ridiculous.
saw that there. Because he's an active stand character, he can double jump, and he can just double jump over A9, which is usually what a Shadow Deal will go for. Sometimes you have to
Definitely. I
anticipate
mean,
that
and
go
who
for
the fuck
B9.
would use B knives at any point? I mean, really.
Well,
Hey Swag, why
that's the
don't you?
difference between,
Hey Swag, if you're hearing
Big
this,
Wolf,
why
Shadow
don't you
Deal,
do
and
a
Fast
time stop glitch?
They know how to use all three knives. You see there, I would have used B9 because he had his stand on at full range.
Well, the good thing about knives is that if you notice your opponent's habits when you do knives, you can try to change up your game plan, catch them in some places.
See, I think here, Giswardo should be trying to go for tick.
At this point, I'm pretty sure he's gotten too agitated to play normally, since that's usually what happens with Jotaro. It's like he's not the best character in the game, but he's so good simply because playing against him for a while it just makes you so mad you can't fight properly.
Or it breaks your mind and you can't think anymore.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
basically.
so.
You're just so brain dead by that point. They
Anyways, let's
lower
see.
you to their level. Okay.
All right, Poopy McDuck and Elbarris.
Are we no, we're watching round 4 onwards. But we're waiting for them. They need to play. Are they finished yet?
It's Poopy McDuck versus an Argentinian. Do you really think the match is something that we want to miss?
I just want to see what they're at.
Here's the confused Giswado asking himself, how the fuck are Jot's normals hitting me? The answer is, they are.
Yeah.
There's no rhyme or reason to it. They simply do.
Give a
There's
shout
no
out to
point when
Plupper the
fighting
Wizard.
Jot that you should feel safe.
Okay, shout outs to Plupper to Wizard, the new kid in town. There's a lot riding on you, okay? We expect a lot from you, so I want you to be the best.
Hey, I mentioned him earlier. He's a good Serbian boy. Don't do this to him.
Next week you're gonna win the weekly, okay, Plupper? Or we're all
Do not
disappointed.
ensnare this poor child, please.
He's winning the weekly next week. That's
Well,
not up
I'll
for
be counting on him.
negotiation. Okay. Oh, I'm so tired of waiting for these guys.
Just do what the Stinkos do, man, and just settle it with a coin flip.
No, I think they're in game. I think they're in game, but the connection is so terrible. I'll never get to see it.
No, but you see, Giswado, my dude, the thing about Jot's normals is that they're just really good. They're really good. But the fun thing about them is that they're not actually the best. In my experience, playing Jotaro versus Paul is retarded. Paul's stand-on normals beat yours half the time, and that makes no sense to me.
Oh, great, it's a con man.
Oh god, oh
Fuck
no.
you.
Well, that's
Bloody
because
hell.
it's losers, remember? It's a lag.
I know, but still, man, every time I see a con mirror, I just want to throw up, you know? It's like this regurgitating feeling.
Yeah. Yeah, can we get some feedback in the Twitch chat? What do you mean you don't use stand-on? We saw you on stand-on for most of the game.
You know, you don't even have to use stand-on Jot to get some of his really good normals. Sure, he has a lot of less of them that are super good in standoff, but Dash C and 6B make up for everything else. Also Jump C. Those are too good.
Well, maybe it's just Durfo PTSD, but I find that Jotaro on stand-on is actually very strong in Shadow Deal.
He is pretty good.
simply because his jab will stuff out anything you throw. Because
Occasionally his jab misses, like if SDO contorts himself in the air with jump S just right, but you know, it's not consistent enough.
No, that's... It depends what time they do the jab. If they do it too early, it will miss. But usually if they're doing it on reaction, rather than matching it like a monkey, it will hit. And it will punish you
That
for
close.
trying to cross over.
Never see that again. All right.
You know, the dangerous thing about that and trying to like do the fake cross up on Jot is mostly that Jot can, in the blink of an eye, if he's careful and knows what he's doing, he can just either crouch down, which means you're gonna have to wait a little longer to do the thing, otherwise jump S is gonna miss him, or he's gonna have to, or Jot just turns his stand on and does 5A and you get bumfucked.
Yeah.
He's generally just
Should've
very,
made
very
all the
poor.
losers play Pet Shop. Maybe next time.
Oh,
We
Pet
haven't-
Shop tournament. Now that's a tournament.
Yeah, we haven't seen a Pet Shop yet. You think there'd be at least one stinker who'd try it?
That one stinker that just looked at the wiki and the tier list and he just thought that you could automatically win with Pet Shop.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not even joking to
there's-
say that. I think the only person who actually knows how to play Pet Shop somewhat would be Soy.
Soy at least...
Last time I played Soy's Pet Shop was like maybe 3-4 months ago, and I remember keenly what happened. I was playing B-Pol, and I just 2-1-4-A8 through all of his supers.
Yeah, I wouldn't call his Pet Shop, like, impressive, but he was definitely along the way to learn his Pet Shop, you know? Like
I remember there was a point where Doog wanted to try and learn Pet Shop.
Wait, he did?
Well, he tried to at some point, if I remember right. I saw him like playing casuals with Pet Shop.
I think I heard Cloud had a Pet Shop, but I'm not sure about that.
Apparently, Cloud is the savior of the universe, so he knows everything.
See, you can't beat Cloud because Cloud beats you so hard in this game. You come out of the game with a bloody nose, like you're just beaten up in real life as well.
And if you believe Splooge's lore times, then Cloud really beat the shit out of you out in real life too.
Yeah. He'll go to your house, he'll find you, and he'll hand them.
Hey, man can do one-handed push-ups, and that's what I expect from all Devo mains, really.
Yeah. When's Aleph gonna send a video of that one-handed push-up?
As soon as he gets out of the wheelchair.
As soon as the house stops being flooded.
Did he get out of that wheelchair? Did I miss that event happening, or?
Listen, so the whole story is, right? Okay, he's on... I was there on the day. He's on Discord and he says, guys, how do I stop the water coming out of my computer? It's leaking. And then... No, first he said, oh, my computer isn't working properly, what do I do? And we're like, I don't know, try and fix it or whatever. He comes back in an hour or two later, like, oh, the pump is leaking, all the water is coming out. So turn off the pump.
Goddamn house gets flooded.
And a little while later, he says my house like flooded.
And then he jumps out the fucking window.
If you think about it, he had to have waited for the water to fill up the rest of his house. Like, just sat there and watched it next to the computer and then decided to jump out the window.
Hey you guys, I think I better tell you guys a little secret.
And that's why he's in the wheelchair.
Did you guys know that Street Fighter 2 Fei Long and Aleph Null are related?
Yeah.
This can't be.
They're both Filipinos, therefore they're brothers.
Did you know Ex-Falchion is a Filipino as well?
Wait, he's a Filipino as well?
Yeah,
He must be related to him too.
he must.
That's pretty terrible.
That's
Anyways, what do we got up next?
The best match of all time, clearly.
Okay.
Okay, we gotta rush into Canada connection right here.
That's gonna be
Spicy.
lovely. We'll put it like that.
This is quite the predicament.
Alright, just have to wait for them to start to play.
Now, Peon, what's this Sunflower fellow over here in the Twitch chat?
Sunflower?
Yeah, I
he's
thought that died a while ago.
saying that he's a good pet shop.
Actually, he's an old friend of mine. We both started playing this game around the same time, but he didn't really stick to it like I did. And according to Ted, he actually picked up the game again recently and started playing Pet Shop. Okay, so there's apparently an Irish pet shop running around, but I've seen replays of him, but I haven't seen him in the lobby yet.
But what's the point of learning a game that's soft? I mean, a character that's soft.
I don't know.
This is a very interesting matchup. I believe SQ always put this one as a 5-5 or so. Maybe it's slightly in Paul's favor. But either way, it's not very entertaining, so to speak.
I think Bag Plus clarified it. He said Bird Apocalypse is a pet shop player. That's all I have to say about it.
Oh, hey,
Very
Clubber the
interesting.
Wizard is in chat.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Shout
so
out
he is.
to Plupper the Wizard.
Bless you, Plopper, by the way, don't play me. I don't play people from my own country, thank you. No, that's mostly because I always have to talk to them. They always see me and they're like, hey man, how's it hanging? And I think, please, let me play the game.
Oh yeah. So this is an example of what you're talking about here. Where, oh my god. Better
Yeah,
normals.
here we have Paul's stand-on normals actually being really good.
Yeah.
This is a double tandem right here.
Dear God. What is he?
Oh boy, Jot wins. What? Oh, amazing.
Now, is Danny going to switch ties?
Danny is hella pissed, I feel.
You can't play ice unless you're pissed off. It's the only way.
Basically. Now this one is definitely slightly in Ice's favor. Before it was like 7-3, and now it's like 6-4, but still this is definitely in Ice's favor. Mostly because, well, Ice's tandems, damage output, stand-on normals, aerial control, and the general ability to just fucking murder Jot in most situations. And slide beneath his stand-on 5A, yeah, that definitely helps.
Well, just remember, Durko does not approve of ice shitters.
Well,
He
I
wants
mean,
all
they
those-
are ice shitters, really. I don't
all those
consider them
ice
human
shitters.
beings, so...
And here it comes.
Well, you see, Danny does like to do short tandems, though, which I can appreciate to an extent, but on the other hand, he actually knows how to link 6C with 214C, and that's just wrong.
Oh, dear.
I mean, how can you do that consistently? That's just disgusting, man. How can you live with yourself?
Pablo does this loop. I was playing him and he said more than 3 loops he tries not to do because it just feels dirty. That's what he says.
I don't know about you, but I guess I'm more of a Japanese mindset where any amount of looping just feels terrible.
Yeah.
Like, if you ever see me, like, do tandems, I occasionally go crazy and do, like, 6 or 7 reps, but half the time I do either 4 or 5. If the opponent's about to die, I just do, like, 2 or 3.
Yeah. And you'd never loop for Shadow Demon, right?
No, I do loop with SDO sometimes if I want to insult my opponent. But usually I do 2 loops into a knockdown, or I do dash 2C in order to go for some gimmicky bullshit.
Interesting.
Right? By gimmicky bullshit, I mean if you do like 1 loop and then do dash 2C to knock them into the air, then you can throw knives to insult them a little, or you can try to charge up a laser until it turns unblockable,
Red
and if they
laser,
tacked
yeah.
wrong, then they get fucked by it.
Oh Jesus! He's getting me.
I love doing that. It's so funny.
And here we have Jotaro actually losing.
He's able to lose? I didn't know.
No, I mean really, mostly because this isn't Durkop playing. Otherwise, we'd see a clean slate.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not even insulting him. I genuinely think he has so much ice experience that he can just annihilate an ice shit just with his presence alone.
Can Durko beat Duke's Ice?
The only time
Can
I've ever-
Durkop beat Duke's ice? You fool! Duke learned ice just despite Durkop, but he still couldn't beat him.
deepest lore.
Durko truly is the SQ of this world.
You don't understand. SQ learned everything he knows from Durkop.
He put SQ in his place. And then SQ
Too bad.
BBC
And ever
in his
since
place.
then, SQ has been using the knowledge given to him by the place putting Durkop in order to make the world a better place and teach us all secret JoJo tech.
Is the
And,
tier list
here Ice is in a bit of a predicament.
the server uses a tier list that Durko made?
A tier list that Durkop made? You fool. Durkop's tier list is beyond the realm of understanding. SQ is simply trying to get us
Like
closer
Danny
to the idea.
These real combos are not just the same boring 2A, 2A stuff. Just trying to mix it up a bit. And mix it up a bit.
Yeah, you can't really mix up combos with Ice. Like, he doesn't
He's
have
getting
anything.
That 2B. I think it's 2B.
Ooh. Ooh.
Here's Mr. Beanos, slightly angry
Yeah,
that
yeah,
there is a character
it
with
is
better
a full
normals than him.
matchup, Beanock. Yeah, it really is.
Beanak is about the Okazan.
Listen, anyone versus Ice is not a fun matchup. Ice is not fun.
Okay, boys, we have 2 Khan matchups on the horizon. I don't know
do
if
we
I want
really
to
have
watch
to see
both of them. I'd say
Is
just
this truly necessary, please?
just pick one.
Leon, do we
Losers
really
or-
need to see the cons? Let's be honest.
Well, we'll be waiting for them otherwise.
Listen, all right, I got something that you can do while we wait for them.
All right. Okay. So, you boys.
We could watch. We could watch that one show. What was it called? It's really good.
The Finnish cartoon, The Moomin.
No, that was good, but it's not as good as.
No. We
yeah.
are not watching Finnish propaganda in this stream, okay?
Can we? Bjorn, can you put on Captain Cronin?
Can you find me some Captain Planet on YouTube?
No, I said Captain Cronin. We gotta watch Captain.
Get some readings of classical literature in here, you know, so we can all lull ourselves to sleep.
Yeah, yes. Good idea. That's the best idea of this entire stream.
All right. Well, I'll tell.
Well, I'll be sitting there listening attentively. You can all go Slumberland.
Yeah, I'll tell the guys to play,
All right.
and then
Hey, come on, Pian. Surely you got some good readings of Yeats somewhere or there on YouTube's and all.
you want to get some like Irish propaganda going.
Irish propaganda? No. Oh, heaven. No.
Hey, how about we watch Sway gets booty banged really badly?
You want to watch that again?
Which do you want to watch? Danny
Sway
says-
gets booty banged really badly.
So he gets booty banged really badly. Send me it.
Yeah, like check the
Is
chat.
that the original
yeah.
title of that video?
Okay.
So yeah, while they're doing their conditos, we'll watch this.
Hold on, I have to figure out how to put it up on the stream.
Dear God, Peon, what the fuck is wrong with your internet, man?
What are you talking about?
You have 1,312 ping with low tier get that ass banned.
That's on him, not me.
Hey man, don't worry. You always have 77 ping with me.
Besides, I'm streaming, alright? Give me a break here.
Or rather, well, you know, that matter, but I don't really play the game as work.
Oh. Oh, that's how it works. Okay.
Peon, is it really that hard to just put up a video screen?
Look, I'm doing my best, okay?
OBS Studio. Can you not put it on full screen?
Hold on. One sec. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out.
Dear God, Peon. Even the South Africans, you know, know how to stream better.
South Africans? South Africans have internet?
I
Yeah,
got it up
South Africans.
on the browser proper. If I do it like this, is it in full screen?
Do what?
Well, currently, seems to be in full screen.
Yeah, there we go. There we go.
Okay,
Okay.
I'll do that then.
This is, I believe, the highest quality footage we have of Ice vs. Dio.
Yes.
It is also a reminder to all Dio mains they should just give up now.
Hey, El Bergson and I don't know means and just water and back, but hurry up and play your fucking game.
Yeah, I hope you guys are all playing your games. Because we want to keep this moving.
We just want to skip through the conditos.
We'll watch losers finals. But
All right, we want.
and then winners finals.
Now, personally, I don't know how that tandem fucking missed.
I don't know means. What is he in? Is he in the chat?
Then you fucking force him to accept, or he fucking dies. That's simple.
Yeah.
Oh dear God, he's from Argentina.
Oh no.
Well, listen, you know, if he doesn't accept, that's fine. I'll just treat him to one of my personal Toho lore lectures, and then I think he'll be ready to listen to anything.
All right. I don't know
Is that a
means and
Serbian
El
torture
Bergson
technique?
plan is gonna.
Do you put
Oh,
them...
it seems he was just eating dinner. Well, that's a shame. We should leave him alone.
Maybe his mom made him some nice pasta.
some nice
You know,
spaghetti? He keeps
that'd be nice.
talking. This is absolutely brutal.
Shit, hurry up and play your fucking game.
It's been so long since I watched this. So Minotaur, been on any good rave boats recently?
The rave boats. Eh?
Yeah.
Always a pertinent topic here, eh? Well, I'll have you know that the rave boat's too advanced for other people to understand them. You see,
Is that
the rave
part
boats
of,
are where people go to die. You know.
Yeah. So if you want to become a Serbian citizen,
So you're saying that we don't have enough IQ to understand a party boat?
No. Quite the opposite. You have too much IQ to understand it.
Is this a situation where if we listen to, what goes on there, our intelligence goes?
You know, I've seen people go on raid boats, and when they come back, they basically
Ooh, getting a bit of spike there.
the matter is.
Okay,
Anyways,
are we good now?
why don't you do us all a favor? Order, you order yourself some pizza. Yeah. This fucking fat ass.
His Peon has disappeared. In the meantime, I'd like to address Vag Plus's issues here. Rape boats. Well, you see, Vag Plus. I don't know what kind of culture you have over there in Greece with your rape boats, but we don't have rape boats, and we have worse.
So, honestly,
Rape boats, man.
what is going on?
You know that. Well, see,
Is the stream
the
down?
rape boats are always a very interesting thing to talk about, and simply because you don't
I think I'm gonna
know. None of us really know what a rape boat truly is. You need to experience it for yourself to understand, but if you do so, your soul is lost in the process. It's simply a matter of course.
So, Mineotar, let's say I wanted to become a Serbian citizen. Would I have to, like, read a bit of Serbian literature and learn to hate, like,
The Serbian
the
literature
Ottomans
even
and
exists.
the Hungarians, and then go on a raid boat, would I? Is that the process?
Well, it depends. If you want to be a Serbian citizen, you gotta do a lot of things. For example, you have to go through various processes, such as you need to learn to blame the Croatians for just about everything wrong in your life.
Yeah.
Next, you have to ask yourself, do I want to keep my soul intact, or do I want to go full Serbian? If you want to go full Serbian, you're obviously going to need to have to do the raid boat initiation.
And what about marriage rituals? Or are they different in
Marriage rituals?
every little
You mean
shitty
the ones I spoke to you of, where various people walk into a house, and the few who are alive to leave it and its array of hedonistic pleasures then can enjoy the fruits of Serbian life.
Yeah.
That. Yes. Well, in regards to that, you don't necessarily have to if you want to be a second-rate Serbian citizen, but if you want to be full-fledged, I think you're going to need to go through that. Don't worry though, that's just village tradition. If you're outside of those terrible, rustic, horribly backwards places, no offense, obviously, then you're gonna be just fine.
Do they ever host them on rave boats?
Marriages? Are you insane? No, but they might host prostitution houses on those.
Okay.
Hey, Mineotar, are locals in Romania?
Excuse me?
Are locals in Serbia basically the same as Romania? Because
See-
Romanian locals are just a couple of fat guys sitting around playing Mortal Kombat X on a PS4 while one guy records on a camera from 2006.
Well,
See,
I
Serbian
didn't
locals
tell
are,
someone. I forgot who exactly it was. Maybe it was Upion. But I do remember saying that every fighting game in Serbia is assumed to be Mortal Kombat. So basically, if anyone ever sees a fighting game that they've never seen before in their lives, they're going to assume They're gonna walk up to you and ask, "Hey man, is that Mortal Kombat?" That's basically like Street. I'm pretty sure Street Fighter does not exist in this country.
See, once my dad saw me playing JoJo's and he said, "Are you playing Street Fighter?" But you're telling me if I was Serbian, he'd say Mortal Kombat.
I'm pretty sure he would. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's not really anything new, so to speak. I mean, there are like in shopping malls, you might have like a small game area or something. It's probably outfitted with PS3 or a PS4 by now, and chances are that it has the newest Mortal Kombat, and that's all they play there, most likely.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll see someone playing GTA while a bunch of his quote-unquote friends sit around there and watch, and probably want to kill him for,
For playing a disgusting game.
well,
It's,
playing
Mineotar.
GTA,
Mineotar. Do they have bootleg consoles in Serbia?
probably do, but I never had them.
I'm talking stuff like Dendies, I'm talking about them 1001 cartridge games.
Well, specifically, I don't think I was ever in any areas of the city where I could procure such wonderful creations. But so I never personally saw them, but chances are that they were probably available somewhere in the country at some point, and most likely still are.
Oh,
Okay, back.
now that. Let's see here. And it appears that
Nazi.
and Elderson still haven't.
So, you just...
No, I'm not sure. First of all, it's like 30 seconds. What's the point of that?
Well, they're like playing right now, apparently.
Alright,
so-
that's pretty good though, Danny. I'm gonna get that going.
Oh, for God's sakes, Danny.
I think it's gonna be fine.
I think Serbian 90s war music is a pinnacle of the entire medium.
You can't get Twitch
What
banned
about
if they don't know what you're saying.
what about what's it called? Serbian rap.
Serbian rap? Are you insane?
You never
At
heard
some
of
point, I was next or like in the same room as a man who played Serbian rap, and I'll be honest with you, it was quite possibly one of the most terrible experiences of my miserable life.
Piano, hold on. Can you do me a favor and just play Serbian rap?
Oh, no,
just to
please,
show
no,
everyone?
You want Serbian rap?
No, hold on. Let me find it for you.
Can you send me Turbo Folk?
Oh,
I'll
here we
play
go.
Turbo Folk on stream.
No, please do not do this.
Man,
Oh,
these Serbians
shit.
really are
Playing
badass.
Boy Alexa Aliho.
I wish I was as cool as a Serbian.
Are we allowed to show this? Listen, Danny, if we were allowed to show a man who was naked but covered by pizza, along with a gay porn website logo in the corner,
Listen, that
then
was a
we're done.
clothing line. Don't listen to Cho. That was a clothing line. That was
Yes,
the,
because SheenCody.com is definitely a clothing brand.
we call it the pizza style. When your food is both, when your clothes is both practical and delicious.
It's the Italian special.
Yeah.
Oh, and it looks like El Barrison finally played.
I'll be honest with you, looking at these translations, the Serbian lyrics into English, it looks awful.
You're awfully mad at us. Because they're selling
Mineotar,
self-flower.
how bad, on a scale of 1 to 10, how bad is the translation?
In terms of the meaning, I don't
Ramen
think
house.
anything is lost. But obviously, all the rhyming and all the, as it were, the what's the word? The harmony. Yes, the harmonious sounds. They're just gone,
Is that Death Grips? Yes, Peanut. This is Death Grips.
You wish this was Death Grips. This is better than Death Grips.
Anyways, yeah,
Yeah.
I think we're ready to go.
Oh, are they on losers finals?
Not yet, but we're close.
Okay,
Just saying we're close.
we're close.
Now, for the final round between the losers and the winners, can we make it not necessarily a condito?
For the
I'm talking for like
Losers
grand
finals has to be a condito.
Okay, okay.
it's a grand
But I mean,
finals,
like,
right? If the winner, if it's a bracket reset, if you get me, because in tournament terms that means they're both in losers.
all
If
right,
you
okay.
understand me, but otherwise it would
Yes,
be
sir.
it would be the winner versus someone playing Khan, because they're from losers.
What is going on? I'm afraid. Listen, Sunflower, you wouldn't be saying this if this was some stupid as IRA propaganda video.
Oh shit, I'm gonna put some of that on.
Put on "Come Out Ye Blacks and Tans."
Oh, that's a good one.
Well, as for my friend's question here, why do they have Russian flags? I'm pretty sure that's a fairly simple question to answer. It's because there's this concept you see in the European nation. We believe ourselves to be very, very closely tied to the Russians and all. And so naturally, we want to show our support, so to speak, or rather, we want to show our idea that they support us in everything we do.
Yeah, I'm gonna allow that. Vino swearing. In chat,
Listen, be like,
I'll let
you
you
can't
away
say
with
that.
it.
Don't worry, you're pretty head, Vinos.
This is a nice little.
We're not stealing shit, son. We're just showing our bonds of brotherhood. Yeah, that's those are the words that we might
Smokes crack rocks. My mother smokes crack rocks. My mother smokes crack rocks. Rock over London. Rock on Chicago. Remco. It's to go ahead and get it store.
It's a pretty good
No.
song. I'll say that.
No, man, Turbo Folk isn't anything compared to this. This is the song I used in the Heritage visual novel OST.
Oh. Alright.
It's a
Oh, it's
classic,
that.
what can I say?
Listen, alright, it's good. I played during the fun.
That'd be a pretty good one. To be honest. Okay.
Mineotar, how many euros is it gonna cost for you to offer your services to any random person?
What services are these that I may offer?
It is a good place to
Yeah,
listen to the music.
you know,
Down to the rock music.
They don't play.
teaching people how to play chakra and all that.
Oh, I think they're done. They won.
Wait, they're done?
I wasn't paying attention. Oh, back
Seems that the Russian man has been murdered, from what I gather. Yes, indeed.
Alright.
Yeah.
So now we have Ag plus
Okay.
Khan versus Danny.
I can't believe it. We made it to grand finals.
Yeah, we got more than 10 people.
I'll actually go ahead and chill it in the Discord. One sec.
Again?
This is grand finals.
Alright. Are they playing?
Yeah, they're playing.
Alright, perfect.
Yeah.
Make sure to get the song going.
I'll wait till rock and roll McDonald's is over.
Listen, alright? This is not rock and roll McDonald's, alright?
Yeah.
Oh, but
It was on autoplay, so I just left it. I was like, that's fine.
McDonald's
Oh.
hamburgers are the worst. They are worse than Burger King. A Big Mac has 26 grams of fat.
You know,
A
this,
quarter pounder has 28 grams of fat.
you see, this matchup is really just Khan
this is a match.
versus better Khan. That's all it
So
is.
this is a good match. This is what I signed up for.
Yeah.
Rock over London, rock on Chicago. Wheaties, breakfast of champions.
Anyways, I want to remind the people that the winner of this tournament gets a boomer version of their profile picture.
Alright, I'll stick it on there.
Just get the boomer pic. Just get the boomer picture on there. Anyways. This.
Need an 8-2. Actual ways to use his meter, and just about everything else the Khan doesn't.
Dear God, can I fucking hold?
Stream is done.
Also, I'm not a big sucker, alright? So don't advertising services that do not exist. Also, dear Lord, how can this connection between Greece and Canada get any worse?
It is worrying. You know, it's more worrying that Bag Plus took a game. That he actually managed to win.
No, this isn't unwinnable for Khan. I mean, I'd say he and Chaka are about equal in terms of how good their jump Cs are. In terms of at least Chaka's stand-on jump C, his stand-off one has too much range for Khan to really do much about it.
Oh,
dear
he
God,
knows
look at
the
this.
counter, the shooting star.
Oh, but this is just ridiculous. This can't be happening.
Okay, either he's gonna go serious or he's just gonna go mean.
He got the. It looked like he was trying to do a cross under.
Well, Paul versus Khan is,
No, okay.
is that a 9-1? Oh no, actually SQ is still under the impression that Khan actually doesn't have a horrible matchup against Paul.
What's the number?
SQ says it's a 7-3, so this is actually better for Khan somehow. I mean, he definitely can handle shooting star. That's good.
It kind of feels like 7-3. I'll tell you that you know the best pawn nerf I've probably played is Danny first off, or that I've had like a good bit of experience against that I can talk on. And against him with Khan, you can sort of almost do things because of the way pawn nerf wants to play. If you kind of stick to him like glue,
Ooh, the
which
God
Khan wants to do, you can sometimes find openings. But then he does shit like that and you lose.
Really, it doesn't seem that bad, Khan, honestly. Like, it's definitely bad. I mean, Paul still has his normals and his easier shit hand confirms.
Yeah.
Khan has a chance.
Yeah, Vagabus is playing pretty well at the minute. Like,
Well, he was.
there's still a
up
few
until
things he
Tandem.
can improve on in his neutral and a bit of a shitty Oki game. But like Khan has a shitty Oki's game overall, but you can still try to do something.
Yeah, that was a good super.
But he's confirming into all his supers, so you could say he's doing well. Alright, Chode. Have you got any more music?
Alright, let's see.
Well, it's the.
Peon, how much money to hire a Japanese tournament?
You know, I don't know.
What is this? It's a fucking slideshow.
Yeah, the stream is dying for some reason. I'm
You
trying
didn't
to-
even put the fucking Garfield card gif on.
I was doing something in the background there.
Dear God, it's a PowerPoint slideshow.
I'm keeping an eye on it, but it's alright at the minute.
It's fucking horrible, Peon. Fix it. This stream was brought to you by Fuck Audio. Drop using Khan.
You know,
Oh my
I understand
God.
what you mean, but unfortunately, not all of us can afford what we call a non-potato computer.
Listen, alright, you gotta understand that Peon, he has a Windows 95 laptop, alright?
I'm not sure about the Windows 95 part, but it definitely is a laptop.
Yeah. I just don't get those neat books to buy my gaming computers.
Yeah, because you're not a neat. I mean, what can you do, really?
Exactly.
Listen, man, just ask your mom for money for Capri Suns, but just use the money to just get a computer.
Hey, I need 800 euros. Yeah.
Now, really, the thing about JoJo's is you can have three things in a tournament: a good stream, good matches, and con. And unfortunately, you can only have one of these things at a time.
Imagine having a stable stream. This meme was made by Peon 2 gang.
Okay, who won that last game there? I wasn't watching.
I think Danny won that last one.
So it's 1-1, I believe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's 2-2.
Or is it 2-2, is it?
Yeah, it's 2-2, I'm pretty sure.
Okay. That's punishable, but not like that.
Oh, and a perfect. A fucking perfect.
Oh, this is getting pretty depressing, I gotta say. Unfortunately, I think this is about as far as Khan can go.
Let's just keep doing this really funny.
I'm sure you can go even further.
Don't worry,
It's
Peon, you're
3-1.
gonna win a weekly
It's
one of these days
3-1?
with Khan. It's just not today, since it's not a
Oh.
weekly either.
So Danny just
Okay,
won.
Swag says that it's 3-1.
Danny just won there. Oh.
Here's Vag Plus saying dead, so I'm going to assume he's dead.
Yeah. All right.
But you know, the important thing is he tried. He got a game. He got a game
he
against
did his
Chaka,
best.
and really
I
that's
have no
all that
matchup
matters.
experience against Khan.
Oh, dear God.
Nice one, Danny. I have, and I tried my best. You tried your best.
Well then, I guess Danny won.
Vagina plus. Yeah. Alright, guys.
Congratulations, Danny. You have won the randomly generated tournament.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm gonna have to go bother Minty Milk now to make you a boomer version of Yoshimitsu.
Yeah. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I know this
Yeah,
was,
thanks for watching this stupid ass stream.
I know this was pretty bad, but I hope you all had at least a bit of fun with it.
You know, Pian, you really gotta figure out this shit, why your computer keeps lagging, even though the fucking Garfield gift wasn't on there.
Yeah.
I might try streaming next time if I don't feel like a lazy garbage, but I doubt it.
Yeah, if
Yeah, and I
you,
could try streaming, you know, if I learn how to use fucking OBS.
How do you suppose I stream when I can hardly churn out the 5-second video that doesn't make me want to throw my eyes out of my head?
yeah. So thanks
That's
for
a nice image, Pian.
thanks for
nice
joining us,
stand on.
Mineotar, because you're clearly dead and have left the community. So it's really good of you to come back when you are a fan favorite.
Yes,
everyone loves.
thank you, Peon, with your And just like to remind everyone I'm dead, thank you. I'm speaking from beyond the grave.
Yeah. Okay.
We're just using a Ouija board to talk to Mineotar.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it is, yes. Unfortunately, these people still think I have something to do with the color green, but unfortunately,
He's not a Hitler, he's a whacker.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Anyways,
Let's do the
folks, thanks for tuning into this stupid ass stream, and I hope you guys have a good day.
this has been the best tournament of all time, clearly.
All right. See you guys. I hope you enjoyed the anniversary of the Khan tournament, hosted by 2
Yes,
out of 3
we'll be having another one of
finalists.
these next year, likely.
Yeah,
hope
next
not.
year, next.
All right.
Pion, are
Okay.
we just gonna bury this tournament in our memories again?
Well, I mean, that's sort of what we did with the Con Cup, so.
You could call it
I
tradition.
guess you gotta keep the tradition.
Yeah. All right. I'll see you guys later.